my goodness. If you didn't like the new Champions League format, I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, some people like it, some people hate it. But tonight is a perfect example of the new Champions League format because Lucho dropped a hat trick. Celtic destroyed RB Leipzig 3-1. Sporting Clube de Portugal dropped a 4-piece on Man City, and Milan go away to the Santiago Bernabeu and they get a victory. Fonseca's biggest victory so far in his Milan managerial career. We're going to break down two games here, people. I wish I could talk a lot about the other games, but of course I'll be having much more of a breakdown on Thursday with the UCL review, so join me for that on the live stream. Remember to hit the notification bell, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and drop your thoughts in the comments down below. What is the biggest issue with Madrid right now? What is the biggest issue with Manchester City right now? And heck, is Gyökeres one of the best strikers in the world? The two games we're going to talk about is Sporting Clube de Portugal destroying Man City 4-1. I mean, I tried to tell you people, right? I try and tell you people. I try and educate here on the Michael Talks Football channel. We don't do agendas here. We don't do any of that. We try and keep it strictly football, not just Prem, Serie A, Bundesliga. And I've been trying to say for a long time on Twitter, Instagram, on YouTube, Sporting are the real deal. They are the dark horses for the Champions League. The biggest problem is Ruben Amorim is leaving. But he left a very, very early Christmas gift for all Sporting fans. No Sporting fan could have imagined this 5 years ago, 6 years ago, that they would be destroying Manchester City 4-1 in their crib. I mean, this is just insanity what Ruben Amorim has developed with this team. Did they have to weather the storm in the first half? 100%. Because Israel had to make a couple crucial saves. Diomande had to make a couple crucial blocks. Foden gets the early goal in the game. And I thought, okay, you know, Sporting, you're a good side, but this is Manchester City at the end of the day. But the mentality that this team have and the football they play, they didn't have a lot of possession in the game because they know Man City are going to dominate it. When they get the ball, direct. Always, always direct. And they exactly did that. Gyökeres should have had 4 goals today. Because the first half, he had that great opportunity, one-on-one with Ederson. I think it was Trincao, or it might have been Pedro Gonçalves. Skips around, I think it was Akanji. Plays it through. Gyökeres should have scored it. I don't know why he's chipping around the goalkeeper. He scored a great goal against Sturm Graz in the last Champions League game, where he rounded 3 defenders. I don't know why he didn't do it this time, but it's okay. You miss one chance, just don't miss the second one. And the dude absolutely Özil-esque finish right there from Gyökeres with the first goal. But then the second half, the mentality and then just the will to destroy Manchester City was there from Sporting. They knew Manchester City were there for the taking because we're going to get to Man City in a second. But as soon as the second half began, look what Pedro Gonçalves does. The beautiful touch, the beautiful dribbling, and the exquisite pass into Araujo. Wonderful goal from Sporting. Then, of course, Gyökeres show. 2 penalties. The dude has a hat trick. Now, I want to get this out of my chest, right? Because a lot of people who don't watch Victor Gyökeres are calling him the next Bastos, the next Gonzalo Ramos, the next I don't know who else, Darwin Núñez. Victor Gyökeres is different. This guy, his off-the-ball movement is fantastic. With the ball, he's great. The dribbling he does, the finishing, everything about this player just screams a 70 to 80 million euro striker. He is one of the best strikers in the world. Would I put him at the best? No, because I want to see it more on a consistent basis against the top teams in Europe. But Victor Gyökeres is a man on fuego. He's fuego. He is better than Jonathan David. He is better than Vlahovic. He is better than a lot of strikers in this world. And in the Scandinavian derby today, the Swedes rule. IKEA rules. H&M rules. You name it. Because Victor Gyökeres, my God, drops a hat trick. Doesn't matter. Okay, cool. You missed that one chance. Just do what you need to do afterwards. Gyökeres does that. But Manchester City, holy crap. That was awful. And there's been a lot of warning signs for them this season defensively. You know, the attack, okay, if Haaland isn't getting the goal, even though Foden stepped up today, who else is getting the goal? Right? Who else is getting the goal? But the lack of the physicality and just athleticism in the midfield is startling right now. And I think that's the biggest worry for Pep. People were saying, Rodri, worst Ballon d'Or winner ever. Okay. Now you're going to see more of the valuableness of Rodri each and every week because him, with yes, his physicality, athleticism, ball possession, everything that makes Rodri great is being seen every single week because Kovacic is not a DM. Kovacic wants to play in the Bernardo Silva role or Matheus Nunes role, even though Matheus Nunes was a bit more out wide today on the left and he's been doing that a lot recently. But Manchester City, when it comes to transition defense, they are abysmal. And Pep, yeah, you better be doing this a lot now. Rubbing the bald head and thinking to yourself, how on earth do I fix this? Because there's no real solution to it. Okay, maybe you can play John Stones in the DM role, but John Stones is injury prone. He could get injured, who knows? And that's the biggest issue. Look, the two center backs today was Akanji and Simpson. So I can't really hate on Manchester City, and I'm not going to say they're done because this is Man City at the end of the day. They will have those little slip-ups in the season and then come back with fury. But right now, it ain't looking good. And I wonder how Pep is going to fix this. And they got taught a lesson today. This is Liga Portugal's one of their best victories ever. To do this, Sporting 4-1 is incredible. Sporting fans, I know Amorim is leaving. And you got to let me know who's actually going to be the replacement for him. But whoever the next manager is for Sporting, my God, you got a hell of a job for yourself. Because what Amorim has built with this team is sensational. Absolutely sensational. And they absolutely just destroyed. Look, they didn't have a lot of chances in the game. I think they had 5 shots on target. 4 went in. That's called clinicalness. That's called the clinical edge you need in a Champions League game. And the next game we're going to talk about then is Real Madrid 1, Milan 3. I'm confused. I'm very confused here, people. Please help me up in the comments down below. Milan are the weirdest team in football. They will struggle against Fiorentina, Lazio, Parma, and all these teams. Okay, and then they'll beat Inter in the Milan derby, and then they'll beat Madrid in the Santiago Bernabeu. But you know what? We're going to give credit to Fonseca. I was critical of him. I just made a video earlier today talking about Milan and giving Fonseca maybe max 3 weeks. He rectified himself. You know what he did so well? He knew Vini would not drop deep and defend. So what he do? He just completely overloaded that right side with Emerson Royal, Musa. They were fantastic. Honestly, the tactical setup from Fonseca worked to perfection. And they just exploited Madrid. Yeah, look, Thiago gets the early goal. Great corner again from Captain America, who's got all the assists this season and all the goals. Captain America has been fantastic. Vinicius, look, kind of looked like a little bit of a dive, but Emerson Royal is just straight garbage. I'll say it again, whoever scouted him from Milan needs to go straight to The Hague because Emerson Royal is nowhere near even Venezia level, Como level. Let's go even worse, Palermo level. He's not. So it's just a liability. And again, he had countless opportunities on the ball and just gives it up. And just gives it up with his passing or dribbling. It's just, I don't know how, look, Fonseca, I know Calabria is not the best either because a lot of Milan fans complained about him last season, Calabria, but Emerson Royal, what a downgrade. I mean, seriously, what a downgrade. But the mentality again from Milan, Morata gets the goal. Just sloppy play from Madrid, and especially from Tchouaméni. He doesn't even follow Morata's run for the rebound. Leao gets all this time in the world. Okay, one little turn, boom, shot, saved by Lunin, straight to the feet of Morata, and it's a goal. But this is the thing. Milan just went for it in the second half. Something that Dortmund didn't do. If Dortmund kept playing the way they did in that second half in the game they played against Madrid, Dortmund would have won. But today, Milan kept playing and playing. Pulisic made a great run. Leao, it's just, the dude is so frustrating. You can see the talent there, but his decision-making sometimes is just abysmal. I love the player, though. I still think he's really great. And you see, this is the quality that Leao has, right? Beats a couple man, plays into Reinders. Great finish from Reinders. Reinders, one of my favorite midfielders in the world, gets another goal. The dude is just unstoppable. And Milan get a crucial victory. Maignan was absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Going back to that prime Milan team that won the Scudetto when Maignan was fantastic. The defense was fantastic. And he showed up today. He made some critical saves. And the best thing with Milan is Musa, Reinders, and Fofana are the 3 midfielders for the rest of this season, right? Pulisic on the right, Leao on the left, and either Morata or Tammy Abraham at striker. Don't play Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Okay, cool, Fonseca? Let's get that straight. Because Musa, I thought, was just his dribbling and calmness on the ball really helped with keeping possession for Milan. Milan were just dancing at times in the first half. I mean, they were just easily beating the press for Madrid. And Thiago was great. And, I really see the thing for Milan is they got the talent, but it's just about applying it every single game. There is talent. It's just Fonseca with his tactics and his players not having bozo moments. And this team can show its true quality. Do I still think it's a Scudetto winner? No, it's not, but it should be getting top 4. And in the Champions League, who knows? But they have completely rectified because it was bad against Club Brugge. Even though they won the game, Club Brugge were cooking them. Today, Milan showed heritage. They showed their heritage today. So big up to them. For Madrid, this is not good. Valverde and Tchouaméni were subbed off at halftime. And it didn't look any better. The biggest problem for them is it's not even the attack. It's not about generating chances. Defensively, this team are all over the place. Either the midfield is way too open and they're just allowing all the space in the world to their opponents, or just they're getting easily beat either Mendy, Rudiger, Militao, or Vasquez. They're getting easily beat. I think that's the biggest problem for Carlo. He's had all this season. He doesn't really know where to use Valverde. I see Valverde on the right wing. I mean, it's not really working out. Bellingham on the left wing. Then you're leaving Modric and Tchouaméni in a two-man midfield. This is not the greatest tactics from Carlo. People can talk about vibes football, but really it's just about positioning with Carlo. He needs to find the right personnel, and it's not working out right now. Camavinga has to start. Look, Modric is a legend. I don't think he was bad today, to be honest, but Camavinga just brings the legs into the midfield that they desperately need. And I mean, some of the finishing today from Mbappe, Vinny had a couple of chances. There's just the finishing wasn't there. And Mbappe had a couple really good chances in the first half, but Maignan made some great saves. But look, it's not great for Madrid. And I wonder if you're Madrista, how do you fix this? Do you fix it with the lineup? Is it more about Carlo's tactics? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. I've been rambling on for 12 minutes. I got to get some sleep and get this video out right now to you people. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Remember to follow me on all the socials, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all those links, description down below, and leave your thoughts. What a night of Champions League football. This is why it's the greatest competition in the world. See you tomorrow for more UCL reactions. Adios.